And go to the game. Good evening, Jorm. Good evening, Retro Mandrick. Are we going to do Retro Mandrick? Well, I'm going to start with 100 Pindleskin runs, I think. Just for this evening, we'll start with that. Jorm, I tried your suggestion of clearing out Act 4. That worked pretty well. Just let me double check something here. I think I've got the microphone on. Yes, I have. I tried your suggestion of clearing out Act 4. So Smiple got to level 94. And we got... Oh, we got a metal grid is the best thing that we got. So, we got 4 people in chat. So once the 100 Pindleskin runs are done, then we may, I think we'll go and get Raxka and run around. We would certainly like an essence off Andariel. Nightbot's clicked back in here, I see. That's about it pretty much. Yes, it does. Can you play Raxka? I will be super... This will take of the order of about an hour and a quarter. And Raxka will be running after this, certainly an Andariel. I'll probably go for cows as well, and anything else I can think of. So, here we go anyway, people. So, this has run 38,701.
Could this be a trap?
Look at those boots. Not really. Now, the trick here is this silly macro. I've just got to wait a few seconds after my last action for that to work. Oh, okay. Yep. I might, yeah. I think level 9. Okay, leveling a Javas on next. Okay, Retro Mandrick, yep. This is 38,702. What do we do here? That's not right. What's the other skill I've got here? Fireball. That's it. That's not it. Well, I think the mercenary's done the damage there anyway. Right. Yep, well you can always type in, you can even, if you want Retro Mandrick, you can type in the, that's it. Oh, now hang on, Retro Mandrick, we'll stop there. Right, it's R-A-X-K-A, it's Raxka, not R-A-Z. Raxka. It's a Mayan girl's name for lightning, for what it's worth. Okay, Jorm, yeah, I must admit I'm not in the habit of posting things on the Discord, and I really ought to be. Oh, war boots and heavy gloves. We'll have a look at both of those. No. Not really though. 171 hands defense is nice. Your problem, yeah, well, Retro Man, you'll be getting that an amulet like the one I've got. It's a crafted one. Oh, we should be on the bow too. This is 38,704. I don't know where this fireball still is. Quick look at the man catcher. It's not ethereal. Wait a few seconds. Yep. No, I've certainly got the high. Yeah, in fact, I found a better Hyperion a bit later. I think I've got it close to 15% one turn myself. This is run 38,705. It's a bit annoying having to wait for this macro. Where is that fireball skill? Blizzard? Fireball? Right, I hope I remember this. Run 38,706. And the other thing I'm also using too, it's a bit unusual, is Cow King boots. So you could equally use War Travellers there. I just like having this extra run walk and the extra dexterity. Nah, didn't wait long enough. Yeah, I've never had a good a character for running cows. And this macro, for some odd reason, it only affects running Pindleskin. Don't know what causes that. 38,708. Yes, Jorm. We got basically Amara's Kaleidoscope and a Metal Grid. Metal Grid was, in fact, the Metal Grid I got in one of those other areas of Act 4 that you suggested.
Could this be a trap?
Oh, Serpent, we'll look at that. Yeah, it was a plus 33 resist Metal Grid too. Not the best one I've ever got. I do have a plus 35. But still a very good find. This is 38,710.
Could this be a trap?
Oh, there's our first unique and or set. There's Cathan's Rule. Have a quick look at that Royal Shield too. Okay, so there's Cathan's Rule anyway. Just a reminder. Oh, okay. I didn't know that, Joel. Because I'm thinking, right, if I like Let's just do this run.
Could this be a
Right, because I've wondered about how I could quickly level Bludger. He's currently 93. He got from 92 to 93 being a pit zerker. But as an aim, I don't mind having my characters at level 96 is about as far as I want to go. And okay, so I wonder if an IK whirlwind bar would be a quick way. Oh, it's a new control. Now, how do we do this? No, let's try that. What? No, the mercenary's going to do it. I can't remember what I'm doing. Okay. Because I've wondered if I want to get, let's imagine I want to get, thank you, Retro Mandrick.
Good afternoon.
If I want to get Bludger from level 93 to 96, from what you and Jason have said, a whirlwind barb would be one way of doing it.
could this
Where is this? There's Fireball. Oh, it's that way, is it? I'm not... Oh, a Phase Blade. Not enough damage. Fool's Mod, big mana steal, but not enough damage. Yes, I'm sort of getting to the stage I wouldn't mind creating another character. I still don't feel sufficiently inspired to play Druid or Assassin, but Boazon or Summoning Necro.
could this be a
What is that? This is a bit annoying, but it saves me accidentally selecting the wrong level. I've wondered, just for novelty, say for example create a Boazon, but play through the game and use each unique bow in turn until you get to Windforce, I assume is the highest level one. How do we do this? Oh, I've got it right. Have a look at those gloves. Not really. Oh, let's get him out of there. And the macros worked.
Salutations.
Whoa. Let's go back where I'm used to going. This is run 38,716.
could this be a
Don't forget the burrito. I don't even know what that means. Clearly that's an in-joke because Retro Mandrick gets it. Oh right, yes, yes. No, I've got. In fact, I've got a couple of good ones.
could this be a trap?
Nothing ethereal about that. This is run 38,718. Immune to cold, immunity's going to do him in, we hope.
Good afternoon.
Okay, yes, Jorm, I'd wondered about the attack speed, but it does look an enormous damage weapon. Has not done anything about bows.
Could this be a trap?
No. Geez, I'm slow getting to that fireball. If I need it. Run 780 in pits, yep. Well, nah, this is the only one I count. Plus it's say razor tail and point. Okay, yep.
Could this be a trap?
Have a look at that Alpha Helm. I don't know why I always think that Alpha Helm took me years to get 2 to Tornado, nothing else though. I don't know why it took me years to figure out that Alpha Helms were for Druids and not Barbarians.
Could this
What's going on here?
could this be a trap?
That's asking for trouble. Jeez. Jar and tram can drop from River of Flame chests. Remember, I looked it up this afternoon, Retro Managing, and what it said was that the Jar and Cham can drop, at least Cham anyway, and Jar's the next one down, is that it can drop from the good treasure class, but I don't exactly know what the good treasure class is. Drew. Oh, okay, thanks for calling in then, Drew. Just a reminder that the only item that Pindleskin can drop that I want is Templar's Might. And the oh, there we go. Just check that for Ethereality. There's the blood rise anyway. Yep, indeed you are, yeah. Yes, I saw it, Jorm, yeah. I said I found 6 Griffin's Eye diadems down the years, but not one Templar's Might. And as much as the Griffin's Eye is the more desirable thing of the two, they're the same level of rarity every time I look at Silaspen.
I am overburdened.
Yep. No, then good luck to you, Retro Mandrick, because it's one that eludes me. Yeah. No, I thought I was very lucky to get a Crown of Ages. Got 2 of them.
Could this be a trap?
One of those things, I think that was one of the items I needed when I started this Pindleskin project, and I forget which character got it. Well, I suppose you look at the claws. Nope. Set ring, which is usually Cathan's seal, and it is. That's the most common thing I find on these runs. And this is run 38,730. Oh, let's have a look at the Grave Wand. No. Very tanky hammer, you lose damage, yep. Geez, I'm happy enough with the hammer that I've got.
Could this
Hey, I've got fireball with only thinking about it twice. Oh, geez, if they had higher resistances, I'd keep them. Nope.
could this be a trap?
Oh, Pindleskin's down already. There's a Grand Matron bow, Andariel. Let's have a look at that bow. I assume you want attack speed. Crafting jewel. Let's have a look at the boots. Oh, blue things.
Could this be a trap?
Oh. Smite at the mummies, okay. I'm definitely going to respec Smiteable, but I'll do it slowly and carefully off stream. There is the Ice Blink. One of my, not ethereal, but one of my favourite low-level mercenary armours with that cold damage it has in it.
Hello.
Afternoon.
Occasionally we lose the mercenary still. Rare amulet we'll have a look at. No.
be a trap?
Salutations.
So I'm just looking at the comments there. Oh, pick the right one. Attack speed, not really. Okay, Joe, I'm sorry to hear it, yeah. Oh, a coronet. And a topaz. Scroll identify, it's up here, please. Oh, there we go. Let's have a look at that in the next game, people. We're under attack. Now surely that's one worth hanging on to. 2 Amazon skills, 30% faster run walk, all resistance is 17, and even telekinetic attack rating +8 to minimum damage. Surely we're going to keep that one up. We're going to keep that one. Actually, I hope people can. My tablet's lagging a bit. It's not. No, it's about.
This be a trap?
Oh, I'm immune to cold. What am I doing? The mercenary does contribute another 240 something, 50 something, whatever it is, magic find.
Could this be a trap?
Hang on, I don't think we even hit me.
Good afternoon.
Could this be a trap?
Oh, 2 rare rings. In fact, we'll get Deckard Kane to identify those 2. That should be it, Retro Mandric. I hope that works. There we go. Right, let's have a look at these rings.
Good day.
Neither worth keeping. In fact, I don't really need some of the things I'm carrying here, but okay.
Salutations.
Let's do that. Right. This is 38,745.
Could this be a trap?
We'll look at those boots in a moment. Nope.
Not in town. Could this be a trap?
Yeah, we'll see. With my own stuff, Retro Mandric, on that Amazon character, if I want sheer damage, I swap in those gloves, which I think you know about, and also Griffin's Eye. That's it. Yep. So normally, I'm hoping Nightbot will come back with that. There we go. And the other oddity there is that charm with 12% hit recovery and 19 resists. You can't get a charm like that anymore. You just have to make, you should be able to get plus 15 or resist though. Okay, good luck to you on the 2 Stones of Jordan. Apologies people if this is a bit slow. I do have to wait for that macro. I'm worried I'll press the wrong letter on the keyboard and lose this character's excellent map for Lower Carest.
Could this be a trap?
Hey, that was more or less automatic there. Oh, a rare thunderball.
Good afternoon.
220 javelin, yeah. Yep. That's certainly what I've got on Raxka. I'm happy to show that if you don't remember the crafted gloves I've got Retro Magic, I'm happy to show them to you, but oh, good luck on getting probably the best crafted item ever made. What's the unique Warfork? Warfork, what is it? Oh, we want to be out of here. Soul Feast time, I knew it all along, right. I'm still recording all the drops in the book for that spreadsheet.
Could this be a trap?
Oh, that's a bit silly. I was looking at the TV, people, not the game. Oh, that's where that jewel is. I was trying to remember where it was. The rarest piece of equipment on Raxka Retro Mandrick is the jewel in the mercenary helm.
Salutations.
It's a 15% attack speed, 30% fire resistance jewel. I don't like your chances, well, unless you've already got one, I don't like your chances of getting one anytime soon.
Could this be a trap?
Oh, an Ithrune. And a Grand Charm. Don't need the floor. No, we don't. Yes, true, Jorm. I did actually spend once sitting in front of the TV a couple of hours shopping for 320 gloves, and while I got some with 3 to skills and I got some with 20 attack speed, but I certainly didn't get any with both. And we are just past halfway, and we've done them in about 45 minutes. Okay. Yeah. And you was the one, yep, just popping through the portal. Oh, that was more or less automatic there. Let's do that and that.
Not here.
Yes, I suppose that, Jorm, that's a pretty fair point. Didn't think of that.
Could this be a trap?
I'm happy enough with what I've got on Raxka now. I'm using those crafted knockback gloves that have some measure of magic find, but I like having knockback on a Javazon, despite what other people like Ken Fisk doesn't like. Ken Fisk doesn't like knockback on a Javazon, but I'm quite happy to have it. I think most of what I like about it guards the mercenary. This is 38,755. So what we'll do, I think, is we'll just do these 100 runs, and we'll go and get then we'll take the break, regardless of what time that is, and then we'll have the break after that. Sorry, then we'll run Raxka after that. Remember, there's also that pair of rare gloves I found that were also 220 with magic find. In fact, they had more magic find than the ones I'm using now, but no knockback. Knockback, I thought, speeded up things a fair bit. You play a lot more aggressively, knowing the monsters were going to be knocked back. There's a rare swirling crystal. Oh yeah, Headhunter's Glory, yep, yeah, no, that's what I've got here. I'm fortunate to have, I've found a couple of 3-socketed ones, so yep, that's 75 of the magic find here, though the resistances aren't great. But Jorm and I figured out how to, well, I can run this character in the ancient tunnels too, but with still fairly good magic find. We did that a couple of weeks ago. I was going to do that tonight too, but I think we'll go for Raxka if you wish to see her. You don't need block, okay. I did use, by the way, a Rhine Grim shield on this character for a long time. Also Moses' Circle too, if you want resistances. Oh, there's a demon head anyway. Oh, there's another. Let's do it that way. I got an Andariel visage the other day too. One with maximum strength and maximum lifesteal, though not maximum defense. Dedicated cow run. Okay, yep. Then we'll definitely give Raxka a turn. If you remind me, Retromandy, I'll show you some of the other gear I've got. There's the there's two. Now that's, just check the name. That's Hoann's Splendor, isn't it? Hoann's Refuge, and the boots are the Rite of Passage, which I'm not picking up anymore. So let's do that. Still writing them out. Oh, hello, I've got two Schwins there. Yep, and also Bee's Knees. Oh yes, Retro, I did have a look at your channel too. I meant to say that. I did have a look at it. Jeez, I forgot that. Poor skull there somewhere.
I am overburdened.
Let's not go to panic stations here, shall we? Yeah, Retro Mandrick, I did have a look at your channel, jeez. Yes, and I like what I saw. I thought the quality of video was very good. Oh, what are we doing here? Right, let's do that. Come on, let's go. Oh, we can make that'll save some space. In fact, I reckon we can roll the charm and save a bit of space that way too. Yeah, let's do, what do we got? Plenty of. Let's go with a diamond and a sapphire. Right, here we go. We get, oh, there we go. Perfect Life Small Charm, which have a vast number now, which I never use, but I'll keep it anyway. Alright, so I'm now looking for Small Charm. In fact, let me just go back and dwell on that one, because that's the first. Yeah, just let me hold that there so I don't miss it in the editing. Yeah, thank you, Jorm. I assume you can get something like a shimmering Small Charm of Vita and have 5 resists as well. But that I've never seen. So I'll just hold it here because, yeah, so I said, so I don't miss it when I fly through on the editing. Alright, hopefully that'll be long enough. Now we need another Small Charm, but that Doesn't really
Could this
take too long to get one out of lower Karast if needs be. Oh, we need a mana potion.
could this be a
I want the jewel, but it's maybe a bit risky. Got it.
Hello.
could this be a trap?
Not exactly a scintillating pace, people, but here we go.
Could this be a trap?
Quick. Yes. Yep, Ruby Jewel of Fervor, yeah. Don't think I've ever got anything remotely as good as that. Yeah.
Could this
Nope. Yep. I think, people, that was 2/3 of the way, that one. I should do run calls too, it helps in the editing.
could this be a trap?
Shadow Fang, not ethereal. No, that's something I'm looking out for. I wondered when I found that Ruby Jewel of Fervor. Yes, true. Yeah, they've. What was that? Shadow Fang. When I found that jewel, I wondered, should I hang out for an ethereal Andariel visage, but no. Schween, yeah, I found a 1031 a couple of days ago. Not great defence, mind you, but
Could this be a trap?
what is that mercenary doing? dear me. Okay, Pakistan have just lost another wicket. Yeah, I'm assuming we're up to. Yeah, this is run 38,770. I'm not hitting him. There he is.
Not here.
That's about right, yep.
Could this...
There's that show. Oh, it's slow. Can't hear with the blizzard.
Not enough mana.
Yes, I could. Yes. Yep, I've got Retromandric, I've got an Ethereal Bone Hue, but I'm not certain I'd want to put two up. It's one of the rare things I've ever found in the Mausoleum. And I think mine's comparable to Dobronsky's in damage, but I don't have that many Ohm runes to spare. If you ask, if you make a list of these things, Retromandric, I can show them to you. It wouldn't take much. They wouldn't take much finding. I think I've used a shale and an Ammon rune in my Ethereal Bone Hue. Oh, there's a small charm. It's a good weapon, but I've got to say I prefer End of Life. I've got to say for mercenary weapons, I still think the best thing I've got are those Ethereal Ariox needles. Yep. No, look, it spends Retromandric. That's why I swap gear between characters. I just don't have that many high runes. I'm happy to make one Enigma. And swap it between characters.
Good afternoon.
Ohm Rune Retromandric does 50% extra damage. So, you know, the best damage duel you can get is 40%, but Ohm Rune gives you 50. So putting 2 of them is an extra 100% damage. Yep, Jorm, yeah, well, you and I, yep, we're agreeing on that one.
Hello.
Got a bit of time before the break. I'll see if I can show you. I think Retroman, you brought up a few things that I've already got. I might show at least the ethereal bone here before the break. I think I know where I've got it. Oh, there's a rare ring. I think Bone Hues max out at 320 enhanced damage, but if you get an ethereal one, and then put 2 iron runes in it, yep, I've got a few of them, Retro Mandric. Not a lot, but I've got a few.
Good afternoon.
In fact, I may have even used one of them in Bludger's Etnax Rune Master. Another jewel. Yeah, no, they're very rare, Retro Man. I've never seen a 1540 jewel. Best I've got's 1535, I can show you that. Have a quick look in Gomil if I remember all the things that you've brought up. Oh, now what's going on there? Right, we want the flawless topaz. We want the secret. No, that'll do. You get it? We got it. Yes, true, Jorm. I remember DB. I did look a bit of that, and I remember Dobrunsky saying that other people would think he was a bit strange, or crazy, I think was the word he was used. But then again, he seems to find high runes at such an extraordinary rate that perhaps he's got them to spare. Let's have a look at those boots. No. No. We'll get your Marley out of there. Yeah. I've got the... I have to say, John, I don't think Dobrunsky's playing off stream as much as he once did. I wonder, like, he's recently married. I just wonder if most of his streaming, most of his play is now on stream. is the impression I'm getting. I could be wrong. Yeah. Elitist thing, I assume, yeah. But if you got that many high runes to spare, well... But I haven't got an ohm, a sir or a low for quite some months, unless I'm not remembering it correctly. Rare ring we'll have a look at. Oh, not a bad bunch of resistances on that one. 10, 29, 70... Oh, we'll hang on to that temporarily, I think. Oh. Okay, yep. Well, look, I said, Schwinn, one of the best ideas... Oh, didn't get through the macro. One of the best ideas I've seen was Mr. Llama's playthrough videos. I think that's a considerable encouragement to new players to join, just to start playing. Yeah. Yeah, when I first started playing again, here's a lot of the videos I looked at. And he still seems to be attracting an amazing number of new subscribers too. What do we got there? Flawless Sapphire. Won't worry about the phase blade. Oh, Raxka, yep. I thought Raxka's Raiders... I've only seen a few of his. Oh, Ryu Quetzalcoatl, to my knowledge, Schwinn, yes he does. Yeah, Raxka's Raiders, I thought Raxka didn't actually play him. He was just purely a reporter on computer game news. My understanding is that Raxka's actually, whoever he is, makes a living out of it. And he'd be one of the few people who do. The assassin one, yeah. Oh, yes, I'm not certain we'll see Toby again, to be perfectly honest. I reckon you've got a better chance of, yeah, I reckon you've got a better chance of seeing Toby again when Diablo 4 starts, would be my best guess. As I said, I thought he was just his video editing technique, I thought was just streets ahead of anything else I'd seen. And I still think that. I just think he just simply got a bit sick of it and decided to do something else. I can have some sympathy for that point of view. Ah, okay, Jorm, thank you. Yep. Didn't know exactly about Raxka's background, but thank you for that. Okay, we should get these 100 runs done by 9 o'clock, then we shall swap to Raxka. If I remember, I'll at least show Retro Magic that ethereal bone hue. Okay. Yeah, no, Schwinn, I've had my piece of luck with unearthed wands.
Could this be a trap?
Okay, yes, I have looked at a couple of, not a lot of them, but I have looked at some of Riker's videos. Oh. Macro didn't work, people.
Could this be a trap?
No, it's a little cool. Yep. This is run 38,788.
Could this be a trap? Could this be a trap? Could this be a trap?
Oh yes, Diablo Law. Yes, look, I wonder. I saw a Retro Mandric an interview with David Brevik. I wondered how much that sort of lore was influencing the, the design of the game. I would have thought they would have started with the lore and come up with the game design afterwards, but David Brevik said they hardly knew what they were doing. His side of the the game development, the program. Whoops. He hardly knew what the so-called lore was at all, but That was evidently done by somebody else.
Could this be a trap?
We're missing here a mana potion. There's one, and we're out of there, I think. Oh. I didn't know the streaming schedule was on the Discord. I certainly haven't put it there. Yes, that's probably about Retro Man. Remember, Mr. Llama did do a lore playthrough. It goes for quite some hours if you want to look it up, but clearly he didn't know much about the lore either. Grand Scepter is Kiverb's Cudgel. Still, that's another drop for the evening, I suppose. You just added it. Okay, fair enough.
Could this be a trap?
Oh, rare amulet. No. Oh, topaz we will have. So probably going to bed 11 o'clock tonight. Yeah, somewhere between 10:30 and 11 tonight. This has run 38,795.
Could this be a trap?
Oh, bother. Wasn't looking, was I?
How may I be of help?
Yes, warrior.
Glow spear is not ethereal.
Could this be a
Small charm. Oh, there's one. This is not a good one, not worth keeping. Right, there's one we can re-roll anyway.
Could this be a trap?
Oh, they're all down. Let's have a look at the gloves. Blue colour I don't like. Thank you, Joel.
Hello.
Okay, 3 more people. Oh, lacquered plate, where are you? Not ethereal.
Could this be a trap?
Untwinked light sorceress. Okay. Oh, this is the last one, Pete. I might do what I don't think I'll do one more. Don't think I've counted it correctly. I think I've marked one run off twice. Right, this is the last one.
Could this be a trap?
Oh, there's tennis. Oh, actually, they're rather nice. Not enough attack speed though. 10 attack speed, 12 lightning resistance, 28 fire resistance, 17 magic fine, 11 to dexterity. If they had 20 attack speed, I'd keep them. And the amulet is not all that great. Hello, Thomas. Not during this set. Not during. Hang on, we're about to change to Raxka. Thomas, we had a couple of good drops during the day. Amara's kaleidoscope and a metal grid. I'm just. What I'll do here, people. What are we going to do? Let's just swap to Go Mule. Alright, just let me have a quick look in where I keep things. I'll just show very quickly, once all the hard drives wind up, I'll just show this ethereal bone hue. Now, oh no, Retromania, I've got two of them. Just very quickly here, if we're in Go Mule, I've got two ethereal bone hues, but one of them much better than the other. So, where is it? So there is an ethereal bone hue, and I've put in that an Ammon rune and a ruby jewel of a glacier. So it has some cold damage. Ruby jewel. Right, that's one of them. So that's an ethereal bone hue there. And I've evidently got another, yeah, there's another one there. Now that one's only 274 enhanced damage, but I haven't used any sockets. So even I had two ethereal bone hues. Yep, metal grid. Now what I'll do here, actually, look, I'll tell you what I'll do. I think Raxka's set to go. But what I will show you, what if I can, if there happen to be here, if you're making a, here's Raxka's temporary character. There's one I use for, there's a pair of gloves I, in fact, look, let's do it this way. We've got a bit of time, let's just do that. Right, now I'm just going to go to the game here. I'll just show you some of the temporary right, so
Good day.
There's a Griffin's Eye with a attack speed jewel in it. There is my best Griffin's Eye. That one came as minus 1915, and I put in a perfect minus 55, so it's running at the moment minus 2420. There are these crafted gloves, which I still think are the best crafted item I've ever made. 220 gloves, 10% crushing blow, 3% lifesteal. I think you can get up to 6 if it generates twice. Once from the formula and once from the normal things. Yeah, there's a Rhyme Grim shield, but some of these other gloves, there's 20 attack speed, knockback, no skills, but 23 magic find. I used these for some time, 10 attack speed, knockback, 24 magic find, but 2 to passive skills. Kept those for some reason, they're not great. Yeah, there's, well, 2 to crossbow skills, lifesteal, 21 magic find, and I used those for some time. 220 Amazon gloves, Javazon gloves, 16 magic find. But I like the ones I've got now, even though they're only 9 magic find anyway. There's a couple of javelins. Anyhow, let's go and find Raxka herself. Oh, there. Right. So currently I'm using those gloves. It annoys me they generated that Frost Nova proc twice. But there's 220 knockback, only 8 magic find, but the knockback, in my opinion, means you can play a lot more aggressively. Anyhow, just let me bump it up to players 3, where I normally do this, and what up to 5? Let's change over the side scroll. Yep, you just got to keep crafting. Look, I've only got 2 decent pairs of crafting gloves, in all fairness. You just got to keep trying. Just let me get Raxka's description out. Sorry, your screen's going to freeze here for a bit. Oh, what? Have I still got afternoons? Oh, That's all I've had. I've had the wrong thing on all the time. Unhappy. Very unhappy. Jeez, somebody should have told me. Ah, that's a bit annoying. Sorry, Pep, I'm just going to quickly swap back to the other. Well, it'll be correct for the next one anyway. Right, let me go back to the game, people. Yes. Oh, hello, Retro. Good afternoon. Yeah. What am I doing? Now, we'll resume no later than, let's say 9:25. I'll probably be back before that. We'll make up my mind what we're going to do with Raxka when we get back in the game. But I will hear from people then. Thank you. Okay. Alright, we've already set the players 3. Now what we're going to do for a start... Oh, we've got the call to arms double axe. Well, I need a couple of essences off Andariel. Just to balance up the ones I've got from Bale. So I'll do that for a start. We might get some good jewellery too. Let's not worry about him. Oh, there was a jewel. Let's have a look at the caskets. This is where Smike's shield came from one of those caskets. Thank you, Schwinn. Oh, let's go the right way, will help. Now, there's normally unique just to the left and another one further down the same corridor here, but what gets me is they always seem to be the same type. So these ones are ghouls. And then these, oh, hang on, what? And then these ones down here are ghouls as well. It always seems to vary. So I suppose I could bring in Agniastra to run at Andariel. Haven't played Agniastra for a long time. Oh. Right, long last we get here. Didn't check for javelins. No essence, alright. Just do this a few times. Then goodness knows. We can afford that. Oh, we still got, you know, tiny task is still there. We should have a run at cows. Right, so we got ghouls again. Oh, how many javelins we got? Oh, 124. And we normally get ghouls down here. In fact, that looks like a double unique group down here. One there. I see two of them. Perhaps no, just the one. Oh, we should get down the pit too. I don't know what that was about. Oh, sorry. So I think somebody sent me a let's go back. Let's do that. Sorry. One of you may have sent me a message, but my tablet's a bit small. Oh, where is she? Right. An alt rune. I'm taking it, but I want something better than that. Okay. No retroman. No, I looked at I was looking at some Boazon video. I don't really. No, I have to say I don't regret not getting a Valkyrie. Who was I looking at? I definitely had it was some Boazon video, and they definitely had a Valkyrie. Now this character seemed. Oh, not there. We don't. What are we doing? All right, try that. Now this character seems to survive quite happily. Now I'll just show the retro magic if you looked at the gear, but okay, I was happy to drop. Remember I showed you two 2015 Magic Find gloves. I was happy to drop 7 Magic Find to get knockback, but I wish I'd got something else instead of that Frost Nova twice. It's standard part of hit power gloves, but I would have preferred something a bit more useful than doubling up on it. And that amulet is what made this character much easier to play. Was that 8% mana steal on that amulet and that dual leech, and this character found that ring some time ago. So I'm running 14% mana steal, and what I did use for a long time was just simply a crescent moon amulet. That doesn't have the skills, but the mana steal makes things a lot easier. Let's do that again with the mercenary in range. Right. It's not perfect gear, I suppose, but it's not bad either. Like I think you can get 8% mana steal on an amulet. That's right. Is that a charm? No, it's just a bow. Okay, now if we get lifteds up here, we're going to get them a bit further down. Yep, and there they are. Don't understand that, that's just the way it works. Where's the mercenary? Your presence is required. There it is. Anyhow, Ken Fisk Retro Magic who comes on the stream. He doesn't like having knockback on Javazons, so he's happy to have enough on Boazons. Alright, well, I just like that the mercenary can now get to the monsters. In fact, the other place we should try is the pit. I want to have a few runs to get essences though. Oop, might in there somewhere. Might possibly be next door. Where is it? There. Oh, hand position. Right, that's better. There's another might one, okay. Alright, I have to watch the mercenary here. No. Yes, no. Oh. Alright, we didn't get one, we'll try again. If we don't, I said, well then we'll have a go at the pit and cows, I think, if we don't get one very, very soon. I just need 2 to balance things up, and then I can use Smiple to run Mephisto and Diablo to complete the tokens. Oh, a flawless skull we'll have. Nope. So I'm just looking at the wickets that have fallen in the cricket. Right. Oh. Banished. Turn will have her. And we get the banish down here. What have we got? Tough past 9. Are we going to worry about this thing or not? Here's where the knockback's good. Allows the mercenary to get in and use the lifesteal. Oh, it's a double unit group is what it is. Right, let's have a look at those boots. Not really.
I am
Okay,
overburdened.
here we go. Oop. Holy freeze. Oh, I thought we had to run a jet. I need charge strike for Andariel anyway. Osiris boots. Right, here we go again. Couple more, folks. Oh, we're still shaking there from the previous game.
What can I do for you?
Let's do it that way, right. Throne, alright. Oh, champion and uniques. And the unique is Afflicted. What a double unique group. Gothic Shield as Ice and Heart's parry, we don't need that. Now we get another bunch of them, are we? And this time it's Fanaticism. Think we can run past the rest. That's a champion group. Did get a Vex rune in this room on stream once with Agnostra last year sometime, I think it was. No, doesn't matter. Definitely got the Vex rune. In fact, let's not even worry about him. There's a unique group. Oh, did we get an... Oh, it's an emerald. There's Bartok's Talons, which I find to be a common drop. 1, 2. I think we can give them a miss. Flawless Emerald. Let's have a look at the Royal Shield though. All resistance is 18. I want 40. Grand Crown is the Hawaiian one. Okay. How often do I play off stream? Usually a couple of hours every day, Schwinn, usually in the afternoon. I was doing more, but I will say I can play the guitar a little bit, and I'm trying to get back into practicing that more than doing this. So, but typically during the afternoon. And I should also say probably about an hour, but that's when I run Bludger as a pit zerker. It's so mechanical I can watch TV at the same time. So yeah, and usually, you know, possibly an hour or so before I go to bed. That was how I used to, that was the only way I used to play. Was on the weekends. And before I went to bed. I thought that was big enough to be a neat week. Where is it? No. Classical guitar, Schwinn. Something I took up way too late to be genuinely good at it. Oh, small charm. Small charm. Known to mana, we can do without. I think we're going to have afflicteds here again. No, it's banished. Let's ignore the... Oh! Oh no, it's just a normal bunch. Now, what's the unique? And uniques are banished again. Right. Yeah, I've got an electric guitar, but I've never really learned how to play it in electric guitar fashion. Essence, please. Oh, dear me. Okay, right, we've got a few things to consider there. Hang on. Now we have to clear everything just to give ourselves a bit of space. Right, where's the shamans? We've got a Geeds, a unique amulet, and a set of Natalia boots there. Right. Oh, go away. Right. Let's have a look at... What are we going to do first here? Let's have a look at the boots. I've actually got a decent set of Natalia boots. 15, 17, we'll definitely throw those. In fact, they're about the worst pair I've ever found. My friends call me an... Oh, okay, an iPod. Okay. Yep. Right, let's have a look at the unique amulet. Unique amulet is... Knockers and relic we can toss. Now, I had awful trouble getting a Geeds. What do we got here? 98, 36, 13. I had awful trouble getting a Geeds with this character. Was it 98? 98, 36, 13. Right, let's see what we get. One 37, 34. We're going to stick with the old one, I think. The extra gold find, I don't think is worth the... Oh, it only drops 2%. Vendor price is the same. We will stick with the one we've got. Oh, what a strange drop. There's a rarity too, by the way, Retro Mandric. You can't get a charm like that anymore. All resist plus 15 is as good as you can do. Okay. Well, we're going to do a couple more of these and then we'll do something else anyway. Was a strange drop though. 2 uniques. Alright. Couple more. I can always come down here again on my own time. It may not be the most entertaining thing to see on stream. I think we'll go for cows. Undecided. It doesn't take too long to clear out the... Oh, what's the bet we need javelins? 109? No, we don't. Hoping to get off these uniques anyway. Alright, now we'll get this one. Yep, same thing. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking. Kill switch engaged. That's heavy, yeah, thrash metal, isn't it? Or oh, that's a pretty ordinary drop. Let's have a look at the small charm anyway. Nope. Alright, one more folks, and we just have to call it a bad idea. So Pakistan are 6 wickets down. Oh, they trail by 500, they're not going well. Okay, fair enough.
Good day.
Right, here we go. Last one. Can't be bothered doing this anymore if we don't get an essence. Plenty of javelins. We will go down the pit after this. I'll go away. Okay, we're banished again. Oh, I'm into lightning, what's the problem there? Alright, kill that one. Mercenary's got it. Oh, Led Zeppelin, yes. Yes. Geez, yes, that, yep. Yep, no, I can remember, yes, I have a number of Led Zeppelin albums. Oh, geez, weather reports going back a bit, Schwinn. I remember their bass player, Jaco Pretorius. Finished up committing suicide, I remember that. I don't know if that's... well... but that's going... I can remember, yeah, I can remember people playing me Weather Report in the 1970s. Flawless amethyst, that was worth picking up. Too many full rejuvenation potions, right? Oh. That's what we want. Hey, we got one, right.
I can't carry anymore.
Alright. That's still going to be the last one, though. Oh, yes. Pink Floyd, yes, I have Dark Side of the Moon. Jorm, in the very, well, I think it was all the LPs were issued this way in the quadraphonic stereo LP. What I don't have is a quadraphonic stereo in which to play it. Frank Zappa, no, I don't have that, Schwinn. No, I know of Frank Zappa quite well, but right, let's go down the pit. Let's get some repairs.
Good day.
Chick Corea. Geez, that's going back a bit, Schwinn, too. Yeah, he was Jazz Fusion on keyboards, as I recall. Let's go down the pit.
So,
Cows take
this is
some
the
time to
site of
clear,
Andariel's
but we'll see how we
atrocities.
go. Let's do that. Where is it? Down here. Oh, experience rights have. Oh. Think that. Oh, come on. Right, let's go. Yardbirds. Wow. Oh. All I'm doing is trying to get in the pit. Where's the mercenary? Whoops. There's a unique. And we've got archers, alright. Thresher is not ethereal. We've got a might aura, have we? What's generating it? What is generating that might aura? It's that thing. But here's where the knockback's good. No, that's not the might aura. Oh, that thing teleported. I think that one's teleported, has it? Yep. Something. Yeah, oh, that's the might aura. But that's no, that one's a mental lightning as well. Oh, it's chaos. Mercenary's done it in. Yes, true, yeah. But they're actually showing, they're actually showing old 80s pop shows on the national broadcast. There was it was just called Countdown. It was just a pop music program, but they're showing sort of compendiums of it. So that. So this is where the knockback's good. Looks after the mercenary. Are they unique or not? No. Yep. Yes. Long hair, jeans, jackets, yeah. Yep. So those scrolls of identify. Now, there's normally a unique... Whoa! Normally a unique coming up. Just off to the right. Not on this occasion, though, unless I'm got the maps around the wrong way. Sometimes one in there. Nope, we're out of javelins, okay. Hello, Spangly.
Yes?
Thank you, Spangler, yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is a bit pointless. Very rare to get uniques down here, this end of the map. Occasionally there's one just in here, but don't ever recall getting, there's usually just a few normal monsters there. 80s, Metallica, Slayer and Anthrax, yeah. Jeez. Not my style of thing, but I used to listen to bits of them because they used to come on. There's an all-night music video program that runs on the weekends on the Australian Broadcasting Corporation, the ABC, called Rage. And they show a lot of those thrash metal stuff. Occasionally I get up at night, not as a conscious effort, but they're on if I get up late at night. Discharge, no. That's one I've never heard of. I've heard of most of the other things that people have mentioned. Oh, don't start doing that. Okay, Might Aura somewhere. Is that it? Yes, it was it. Now, do we get a second unique group? Oh, I think that was it there, yes. Yeah, Jormo, the other program, the TV, I think it was a BBC production. Because that's when music videos were arguably at their peak.
Stay a while and listen.
I don't think music videos these days have anything like the influence they once did. Norway. Oh, okay. Don't think that was peculiar to Norway though. What are we going to do now? 10 o'clock. Oh, no, let's try cows. Let's try cows. Oh, let's reckon. Oh, I can't be bothered. Yep. Just can't be bothered. Oh, right. Hello, Abdul. Welcome back for the end. Yeah, we've still got a bit to go here. What do I want to do? Oh, I need to... We're going to have a cup... Oh, okay, yep. Just looking at Jorm's comment. Yeah, alright. We'll double check we're on players 3, but I think we're right. Alright, let's see what we find. Champions. Oh, what about javelins? Oh, enough. Small charm. Nope. Black bunch of lunatics. Oh, retro magic. You may mean grunge, not grudge. Oh, okay, yeah. No, yes, but you people are a bit younger than me and probably more involved in such things. Yeah, my own pop music tastes go back to the 1970s. Yep, I can switch to the point. I can seriously recall Retro Mandrick kids crying in school corridors when Kurt Cobain committed suicide. Remember that. Yes. Yeah, well. No, yeah. My own sort of, I started out listening to pop music myself, but I didn't have a good enough ear to learn to play sort of modern guitar, so I finished up learning things off sheet music in the end. You have to run with javelins eventually, yeah. Charge strike. Oh no, hang on. Let's go get some javelins.
What you need?
Maiden
I
pipe.
can't carry anymore.
Okay, yep. Yep. Yeah, that's actually going back to cream is actually before my time, Jorm. I can vaguely remember. I can vaguely remember the Beatles touring Australia. There was a big row. I was barely old enough to even read the newspapers, but I can vaguely remember the Beatles touring Australia. Yes. Oh, no, I won't worry about the man catcher. What time we got? No, we're right. Nothing of note there. Yeah, I think. Yep, that's how the Yardbirds and those things started. It always baffled me, there was a blues revival, but not in the United States. There was a blues revival in England. Jan Johansson. Yeah, but a lot of sad stories in music, I suppose. Oh, there's the General's flail anyway, we certainly don't need that. Vague visions one day I'll find a Cham or a Zod in here. Even though I realise the odds are phenomenally low. Jewel. Crafting. Okay. You'll get your Zod in cows, yeah. That's why it's another reason why I started this. I still haven't done anything with that Zod rune I did find, and I'm unlike. I must admit, having gone to, waited umpteen years to get a Zod rune, I've now found so much other stuff, I'm not certain it would be a huge improvement. I'd value a Cham, but at least I know exactly what I do with it. That would go straight onto Smiple's mercenary. What have we got? Right. Okay, now let's try and at least do this at least once more. Lost herself in a car accident. So, yeah. Topaz. The other one, John, that comes to mind about car accidents, do you get Law and Order, SVU, where you are? Okay, thank you, Retro Mandrick. It's funny, yeah, one of those things you pick up off the internet about, oh, Flawless Diamond. Yeah, there's about 4 or 5 versions. The star of Law and Order SVU was the last one left. There was Law and Order, the original Law and Order. Then there was Law and Order SVU. Then there was Law and Order Criminal Intent. And all 3 of those were relatively successful, particularly the first 2. And then they did another one called Law and Order Trial by Jury, which for reasons nobody figured out was an enormous flop. However, the star of Law and Order SVU is an actress called Mariska Hargitay. And she is the daughter of Jane Mansfield, who was killed in a car accident, and Mariska Hargitay was in the car. She was about 2 or 3 years of age at the time. So she has little memory of her mother. I think that's about it for this one. Should we ever run around? Oh, a tell room. Let's have a run around. Yeah, she was a 50s movie actress. Somewhat in the Mae West mould, and she was a Royal Shield. No. She's one of those women who felt it necessary to surround herself with bodybuilders. And her husband, whose first name I can't remember, was Mr. Universe or something. And Mariska Hargitay was their daughter. Oh, there's a jewel. Didn't see that. Crafting. Oh, jewel, that might be something. Yeah, yeah. Yep, that's about right. They're about the same time. Oh, we've got a perfect amethyst there. What am I doing? And we're going to get a perfect skull too, are we? Yeah, that's, yeah, I think you could easy enough look at Target. It's a quite distinctive surname. I think he was Mr. Universe back in the 1950s or something. Right, that one's out and in. What have we got? 10:15. What can we do? Don't feel like running, Bale. No, we might as well do that again. At least go the pit. If we go the pit and cows again, people, that might about see it out for the evening.
Good day.
Yeah.
So, this is the site of Andariel's atrocities.
Something gemish dropped there. Flawless topaz and a sapphire. That's a unique, isn't it? Yeah.
I am overburdened.
Ugh. Oh, okay. Oh, free, yes. Jeez. Now, hang on. If I got that free... Yeah, Paul Kossoff was the... No, not Paul... Kossoff was the guitarist. And the singer Paul Rogers in later years took up with Brian May and Roger Taylor from Queen for a few years, if I've got that right. I think I've got that right. All Right Now is their big hit. Or am I confusing with somebody else? Oh, let's do it. Early Genesis, yes. I've been to see Genesis live for what it's worth, Jorm. And they toured Australia. A friend invited me to go. Yeah. Because the guitarist died of a heroin overdose, as I recall. Kossoff was his name. I can't remember his first name though. Just do that. Oh, flawless topaz. Cool, we're only just into the pit. We've already collected a pile of gems. Have a look at that shadow plate in a moment too. I think the strength requirement always bugs me. No, not even ethereal. Champions. That's unique.
I can't carry anymore.
Nope. Actually, perhaps Jorm, you're right, yeah. I thought I saw a documentary where his father was campaigning against whatever killed him. Even that's a long memory. Oh, geez, Jordan, that's going back, yeah. Oh, there's an Emin room. Geez, that's going back, but Jefferson Airplane. Yeah, we not become Jefferson Starship, I think, a bit later. No. I can't which way round it was, but they start, that's before my time, Jordan, that's 60 stuff. I thought wouldn't say I started actively listening to music until about 1970, when I first got into my teenage years. Now it's normally unique to the right. No, that's 2 games in a row. We've missed out. I think I've...
I can't carry anymore.
Another jewel. Another crafting jewel. Choose. Oh, absolutely. So I've given him a potion. This is where the knockback. Need another potion. You only just run at the archers. Nope, that's not going to work.
Greetings.
Alright, let's try it again. Mike Oldfield, yeah, Tubular Bells, I remember was the big hit, but I don't ever recall actually hearing it. Yeah, Tubular Bells was a huge hit, but I don't ever recall listening to it myself. where the knockback's good. Okay, it gets lightning enchanted, whatever it is. Yeah. Right, it's down. That's where the knockback's great. Right. After all that, we got not much. Oh. No, not a theory. I have enough of them anyway. Have the Grim Wand for any snow. Oh, geez, I've seen The Exorcist too, Joel. Geez, I saw that at a drive-in. Okay, cow game might be about it. Don't think it'll take up to 11 o'clock, but okay, that... Yes, true, it was Max von Sydow, Linda Blair. I think Richard Burton had a part, I think, in one of the later, one of the sequels. Oh, physical and lightning, we've got enough room for the leg. I think we'll just get the leg here and go. Usual collection of stuff.
Hello.
Right, what do we got? A bit before 10:30. Oh, javelins, please. 120 is enough to start with. I was hoping something really good would eventually drop in cows, just by virtue of the sheer number of them. I think what have we actually ever got out of cows? I think we definitely got the gull room, I think it was. Gull or a vex or something. Even that came out of a chest. Oh yes, yep. flawless emerald, flawless skull. Yeah, that's true. That now, what have I got? I don't think I'm actually carrying the gear. Stone of Jordan might do it. I don't think I'm carrying one with this character. No. I've got another nasal ring, nature's peace, raven frost, cat's eye I'm not using. I could arguably swap that nasal ring for a stone of Jordan would, yeah, maybe a better idea in here. We'll have to wait for another day. No. No, thanks. Yeah, I do understand that, Shwin, yeah, but yeah, perhaps I could. The thing is, obviously, I'm only using a stone of Jordan on Smipel. What have I got? No, could we even arguably put in another skiller? Oh, there's a jewel. Oh, new throne. Well, I suppose a rune's a rune. Crafting. Yeah, stone of joy. Yeah. Don't normally. Whoa. Who's that? Whoa, what's the mission? Oh, I lost him. Unhappy. Bother. Never like losing the mercenary.
The Sisterhood welcomes you.
Alright, where's that unique? Yep, you know, agreed, Jorm. I tell you what I can at least do, if I remember, or you can remind me next time, is at least swap that other naval. What was? Oh, there's the second Elder's helm of the day too. Well, we'll at least stop and check for cold resistance. 41 is pretty ordinary.
I am overburdened.
It's about the only variable on it, I think, I'm prepared to pay attention to. Whoa, that's a crowd. Yeah, what I should do is just simply, I've found about half a dozen stones of Jordan down the years. The only one I use is the one on Smipel.
I can't carry it.
In fact, I'm not even using that cat's eye. I only keep that for the run, walk speed and the dexterity. Oh no, it gets me up to the next. Oh, that's something else I could do too. No, then I'd lack mana steel. If I use the cat's eye, I have to stop that amulet, and that amulet speeds things up a great deal. But I'll see if I can remember to put that nasal ring away and put in a Stone of Jordan would bump up the damage. That gets, now what have I got here? 20, 10. I've got a lightning facet jewel in that. What I could do is I've got a shaker with an attack speed jewel in it. That would get me past the 26 break point. And then, what do I run there? Razor Tail, Thunder God's Vigor. Yep. Okay, that at least I'm carrying with me. Never used Razor Tail on this character. In fact, I might even be able to get away with less mana steel in here, just for the cows. But generally speaking, I seem to need about you do need big mana steel for Lightning Fury, but there's another rune there too. Oh, there's two, an Ith and a Towel. Ooh, yeah, we're accumulating some stuff. Yeah, I've got two there already. I could arguably drop some of these magic flying ones. Yes, it could be done. Yep. I certainly have more javelin skills if I need them. I think the Stone of Jordan for the nasal ring is the obvious. Oh, there's a Thul. Thul runes, I cannot get enough of them. I'll go for that. Geez, lots of low-level stuff. The cube's full. Yeah, just starting to yawn, people, so yeah, we'll go through this and that might be about it for the day. I think I heard an amulet drop there. Down on javelins, alright. No, let's go get him.
Good to see you.
Oh, a soul rune. full helm as the dust heap. We don't need that. At least it's unique though. Heard something drop there. Flawless emerald. Yeah, we're just about clogged though. I'll do all the item housekeeping tomorrow. I've got to do the monthly drop video too. Still, we've got a Mara's and a metal grid. Those two will definitely make it. Keep in mind that suggestion, Jorm, about using metal grid on a whirlwind barbarian. So now that I can get keys, essence is fairly easy. Right, thank you, Schwinn. Yep, yeah, so I'm starting to get sleep. Yep. 1 p.m, yeah. Yeah, coming up to 11 o'clock at night here. No, thanks once again, Schwinn. Oh, let's have a look at the blade talons, I suppose. No. Oh, we're about to... Okay, one more thing and we are clogged. We just have no more... Oh, we might have room back in the stash, I suppose. Keys we need. No, only got one. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look it up. Yeah. I'm assuming you need some form of lifesteal too. So mind you, you've got 2 sockets in the IK weapon. Hell rune in the armor. Okay, yep. What I have got, Jorm, and I reckon it's a real rarity, I've got a jewel of freedom. Reduces requirements by 15%, but it also has 40% damage. I've been saving that for something special. Flawless sapphire, and we are clogged, I think. Let's just see if we can make some gems. Oh, okay, thank you. Right. Now that's probably, yeah, 10% is probably going to be enough. Oh. What a mess. Yeah, Abdul, I think, in fact, look, I'll just quickly, I reckon I can show you that very, very far, where is it? Uh, 40% enhanced damage. No, they're rainbow facets. There it is there. 40% enhanced damage requirements minus 15%. I wondered about using that in the Rune Master, but I thought, no, I'll just put the extra points into strength. Don't have many 40% enhanced damage. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. And then they just go down in value. Okay, but there it is anyway. 40% enhanced damage requirements minus 15%. Anyhow, again, I'd probably go with a Hell Rune though. Some other Jewel of Freedom in the IK armor, and yeah, I do keep them, Jewel. Yeah, I do occasionally use them. Attack speed jewels and Jewels of Freedom seem to drop fairly frequently. All right. Now, just let me go back to the game here. So I think I'm better off sorting this out with Gomiel rather than moving him around in here. No, I think that will do for the dog. I just don't feel like sitting up too much later at night. Alright, well I think Jorm Abdul, good of you to join in again. Jorm's been with us for most of the evening. Okay people, that may have to do. Again, I'll hopefully resume again on Wednesday night with, looks as if I'll have enough stuff to do let's do some crafting anyway. But I've got to get the monthly drop video. I'm a bit ashamed of myself. I didn't do something. I was going to go back to the hoarding series and do sets, but I just never got to it this month. Yeah, thank you, Abdul. Thank you, Jorm. If anybody, yep. All right. I'll tab out people to OBS. And I will see people on Wednesday, I assume. Okay, thanks once again.